What would you recommend? Dr. Cliff here is rated the top vet in Canada. So what do you often deal with vets in terms of how they talk to their clients with new puppies, new kittens, or even dogs that come in that have aggression problems? How could you teach a vet? That's the big thing.
Well, I think an open-minded vet, right, will see the
that's a hard one to find.
right?
That can be a hard one to find, yes.
It's like an open-minded trainer, right?
Yep.
It's no ego in it.
Yep.
I walk a pack of dogs. So in school, they don't teach vets to walk packs of dogs.
Right.
Right? Especially without the leash.
Right.
Right. And so once a vet sees that I'm capable to do this, they get curious.
Yep.
So if the mind is curious and open-minded, I can teach a vet, a psychologist, a psychiatrist,
yep.
presidents of the United States, Oprah,
Yep.
movie stars. Because in the animal world, who you are is energy. They don't know what you do for a living.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So often, in my experience, vets understand the anatomy of a dog, but they don't understand the psychology of a dog.
Right.
And they really don't have enough time to gain the trust. They have 10, 15 minutes
Yep.
to give a dog a shot or to examine the dog. And by the time the dog is on the table, the dog is shaking.
Nervous and upset.
You know what I mean? Now the vet is coming towards the dog. I have 15 minutes. I have more dogs to see. So it's a little bit of rush there. So I can give a different perspective, different. I was a kennel, not a kennel. Yes, I was a kennel boy once, but I was also
you
a
did
vet,
grooming as well,
vet
right?
tech.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't call them vet techs in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
El ayudante del veterinario. But I was the one who hold the dog to give the shots.
Right.
Because the vet was afraid the dog was going to bite him.
Right.
You know what I mean? He would rather put a muzzle on it and say, no, I can do it without it. I was 13 years old. I was just, you're holding horses, you're holding cows, you're holding sheep, you develop this way of being.
Now, you obviously have a special way with dogs that you're able to, quote unquote, whisper to them and
gain the trust.
Yeah. Is that something that can be taught, though,
Yes.
or is there a real talent to it?
Well, I think the talent is when you walk up 50 dogs, right? But one dog, I think anybody should be, right? It should be able to gain the trust of their dog.
Hopefully, especially their own pet.
Exactly, but you have to be able to see them in a certain order. My clients see it this way: name, breed, their daughter.
Right.
Right? So when Oprah invited me to her show, she said, Caesar, this is Sophie, Cocker Spaniel, my daughter.
Right.
Right? And then I have to put it in a perspective which animal, species dog, breed, name.
Right.
You see it? It's a different way to get to them.
And the issue is, I guess, is there's a lot of articles and sort of comments out there right now about how we're anthropomorphizing these animals. We're turning them into people. We're giving them, we're dressing them up in fancy clothes. They're living in purses. The Paris Hilton type dogs. And do you find that's a worrisome trend?
I think it's a trend. Yeah, it's definitely a trend. But at the same time, I am very careful about it because this is a way of the human fulfilling himself. A lot of people are professionals and they don't want to have children.
Right.
But they want to fulfill that biological need and that emotional need. But what I suggest is do not prioritize your need first. Let the dog be a dog. Grant the dog his business.
Be a dog first.
Then you can make him whatever you want. You see what I mean? So do not make the human priority, because then you enter into a selfish relationship.
Right.
Where it's all about the human, what the human wants.
Yeah.
And then a human becomes enters into a denial mode. No, I'm very loving to my dog.
Yeah.
It's not me.
And they think they are. They just don't realize that they're actually hurting them by not letting them roll around in the pile of leaves or run through the forest or get dirty. They want them to be this cute little perfect pristine animal.
In the horse world, people love horses being horse.
Right. That's a good point.
But there is love.
Yes.
They're not trying to make the horse a human.
Right.
In the dolphin world, they allow them to be dolphin.
Right.
But somehow the dog have to be a human.
Right.
So
that's a good point.
The one who lives with us the most, the one who suffer with us the most, and who go through the experiences of the ups and downs